Hello guys and welcome back to a brand new match preview here on the channel. My name is James and today we're going to go ahead and sit down and talk to you guys about Reading's upcoming fixture against bottom side Carlisle United. That's right, Reading are playing the bottom team in League 1, but Reading's morale will be low after a 2-point deduction was given to the club on Tuesday following Di Young's failure to pay the HMRC tax bill. Reading have also got another suspended 2 points that will hit if no bills are paid on time to HMRC or any creditors as well. Now it's really disappointing as obviously Reading have started to scrape away from this relegation dogfight but have instantly been put back into it. So once again we're going to be looking at 11 cup finals going forward as Reading vitally need to pick up 3 points in as many fixtures as possible. Now I think it's really important that Reading get the win in this game. As you can see with recent form from Carlisle has been pretty poor. We can see that on screen. As you can see they lost 8 games in a row before finally beating Burton Albion by a 0-0 away from home on Tuesday night. But as you can see they've picked up quite a few drubbings in that time as well. A 3-1 loss at home to Oxford, a 4-1 loss at home to Bolton. They picked up a 4-0 loss against Cambridge as well. And it's things that should be encouraging signs for Reading. It's just about whether or not Reading are going to be in the right mind space mentally to go forward and get a result in this game, because they don't know if these 3 points will count for anything going forward. Now, something I want to touch upon is Carlisle's form at home. As you can see, it's been very poor since the turn of the year. Just one win since the 1st of January, and that was a 2-1 win against currently bottom form side Port Vale. Since then, we obviously said the 3-1 loss against Oxford, the 4-1 loss against Bolton, a 1-0 loss against Portsmouth, and finally a 4-0 loss against Cambridge. That currently sits Carlisle in 23rd for the home table just in general, with 3 wins, 5 draws and 9 losses coming in that time, sitting with 14 points taken, which, look, it's not a good return if we're being completely honest. Obviously last week I sat here and spoke about a lot of negatives to do with Shrewsbury. They obviously went ahead and beat us 3-2. So I'm not just going to sit here and slag off Carlisle, because, you know, they have got a couple of decent players. Jordan Gibson being one, their top goal scorer at the moment with 7 goals scored. Josh Vella is someone that's always been handy and tidy around this League 1 Championship level. Joe Garner sits as well with 3 goals scored. Sean Maguire's got 2. Luke Planger's also got 2. They've got a couple of decent players that are in and around there. But look, if we're being completely honest, maybe not League 1 quality is where Carlisle are at the moment, which is something that maybe their fans might admit as well, especially with their place in the table. When you take a look at recent form as well, Carlisle also sit 23rd in the table, just 1 win and 5 losses, whereas Reading are sat in 7th place with 3 wins, 1 draw and 2 losses. But something that I want to really focus on is Carlisle's home results against the bottom half of the table clubs. As you can see, they have picked up a couple of wins, and then 3 wins did come against teams that are in and around the same position as Reading at the moment. A 2-1 win against Burton, a 2-0 win against Shrewsbury, and a 2-1 win against Port Vale were all results that they saw. But Reading, without the points deductions, would be sat in 13th. And as you can see, their results against teams that aren't threatened massively by their relegation form, they've lost. They lost 4-0 to Cambridge, a 2-0 loss against Exeter, and a 1-0 loss against Bristol Rovers. You can also see a 1-0 loss against Cheltenham in there, who are a team that can go on an amazing run of form and then drop back down to earth, and then go on this amazing run again and drop back down. So, look, I think this, again, like I said, should be a game that Reading want to win and should be looking to win this fixture. But again, it's whether they're in the right mind space. I really do believe it. I think Reading on the pitch play some good football, especially in this second half of the season, but it's whether mind frame wise they're in the right space. And this 7 days off has probably helped Reading out a lot, but that point deduction, I think, is going to be... It'll be really interesting to see how the first 15-20 minutes go. I think that's going to be key in this fixture. Now, when you take a look at the actual league table itself, Reading are now sat in 20th position, 36 points taken from 35 games. Carlisle, 34 games played with just 23 points. Now, something that I did want to touch upon as well was a quote from Paul Simpson, the Carlisle boss, and he said that they might have that siege mentality that everybody's against them, but it's not everybody who's doing wrong things financially. They're the ones who have done it wrong. I feel for players and staff a little bit, because it's probably not their doing. The key word that I want to touch upon there is, look, obviously Reading financially have got it wrong. Di Young has got it wrong massively, but probably not their doing. The fact that he said that about the players and staff, to me, just shows idiocy, because the players and staff have definitely done nothing wrong. They're the ones that aren't responsible for the finances. So the fact that he's come out and said that, to me, is just shows a little bit of bitterness and a little bit of, we're hoping that they get more points deducted so that, you know, we can climb up a few places. But I think all hope's lost for Carlisle anyway. I think Reading's points deductions won't really matter to them. I think they're down as it is. But I don't know, I think maybe he's the first person to come out and publicly speak about Reading's deductions and stuff like that. So, you know, at least in a negative light. So, you know, interesting take from the Carlisle boss. Now, in terms of Reading's team that I will play in this fixture, I will continue to not play David Button. I will play Joel Pereira, but unfortunately there, Ruben Sellis in his press conference said that he sticks by him and he has confidence in him. So I expect we'll continue to see David Button in goal, but personally we'll play Joel Pereira. At right back would be Kelvin Abrefa, and at left back would be Andy Yeardom for this fixture, with Amadou Mbenge and Tyler Binden occupying the centre-back positions. I bring Michael Craig back into the centre of midfield, so we've got a bit of stability in that midfield alongside Harvey Nibbs and Lewis Wing, who can push on, with Michael Craig obviously sitting a little bit back. Aziz Anehe Bachaman will continue to be the two wingers, with Sam Smith playing up front on his own. Be an interesting one as well, really, to see whether or not tomorrow the under-21 side includes Jamari Clark. He's recently been scoring a lot of goals for the under-21 side, so it'll be interesting to see if his inclusion in a first team will happen again very soon. He's someone that we had a lot of hope for, especially after that Birmingham performance, but since then nothing's really happened for him. But come back to the under-21s after a failed loan spell at Boreham Wood and has started to score a few goals. So be interesting to see if he's someone that will be involved in squads coming up soon, especially with Reading's paper-thin squad as it is. Jaden Wareham as well is someone that I would like to see get a few more minutes and a little bit more of an opportunity. But when you play this one striker system and you've got Sam Smith up front, realistically he's going to be the one playing for you. Now, in terms of result for this fixture, I'm hoping that Reading are going to go ahead and get the win. I'm actually going to make a prediction of 2-0 to Reading. I could see Nibbs popping up with a goal. He does this thing where he goes quite quiet throughout games but does well in the press and then ends up in the right position for the goal. And that's something he's done really well this season, is be in the right position at the right time. And I can see Harvey Nibbs doing that in this game. And hopefully, with the confidence of his goal from Shrewsbury game, hopefully he picks up another one in this one for Sam Smith. That's going to be it for this video today, guys. Thank you very much for watching. My name's been James, and we'll see you all in the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.